Arrowhead, the election in Ayakadwa, ready, all the information with me. May introduce you, Honorable Akwaba, Joseph Azuma, right? But one day, the NDC parliamentary candidate across from constituency. But anyway, let's start from the camp of the Electoral Commission. And I'm paying for and draw and information about about 18.7 million voters and your war are on the Tuaba. That is the certified register. So I registered on NIPA 18.7 million and there was so. However, and now normally registered NDC4 every consensus register and you're complete. And you're complete into no Omanje. Easy strong bo say they'll try and work around and bring them the statistics, a detailed breakdown of the register. And also for 6 hours. Make all the political parties for 6 hours in Timiamba. And I'm paying you may still now parties Omunsanka the detailed breakdown of the register. Now way and a easy chairperson, Madam Jimensa. Wakase, well, not demanding okay, but legally no, in Bremuno. Maybe I'm sure more. Say, chin, facade detailed breakdown and farmer parties. Yinche Jimensa.
That there's no sign, does not make it not certified. The register, as you see, as you have it, is a certified copy of the register. If you choose to return it, that's your prerogative. You can do so. And this is a request you are making. It is not binding in law. It is not binding in law. And this is something we've been doing since time immemorial. I believe from Mr. Tetia, who's been here since 1992, they've never given a summary to anybody. So if it is your request today, that's fine. I mean, we are not obliged to give it to you. But I think as a commission that believes in transparency, that accommodates and is responsive to the needs of its stakeholders, we don't have a problem generating the detailed summary for you, but we are not obliged. And there's no way in law. But as mentioned, and I like to put it on record, it has never happened. It's a request you have made, we are not obliged to give it. As a commission, we thought that in the interest of transparency and responsiveness, we should provide you with that summary. And so we will. As Mr. Dr. Korea indicated, we thought that we should give you the details and not just a summary. And so when they went in, it requires some audit checks and so on and so forth, and that is being done. And so you can return your drive if you wish. It does not make what you have not certified. Those registers you have are certified, and that's the final register. It's important for the public to know that we have 21 days within which to give you the certified register. The register was certified on Friday, and we are not even up to 7 days. So we have up to 21 days to give you the certified register. But it's up to you. You can choose to return it or not. As I mentioned, it does not make it any less than certified. We place on record here that the registers that you have in those cases are the certified copies of the final register. They are fit, they are credible, they are robust for delivering a true, a credible, a fair, and a transparent to the election come December 2024. So I think that we as
right, that is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Madam Jinmei, making the point that they are not obliged to give the summary to the political parties. If this is the norm, and I say, and yet the norm, and I say, be a party, so on Monsaka. Me call man so, Dr. Hassan Ayaga, the presidential candidate at the APC. I want you to call a woman. So, Dr. Akwaba,
good evening to you. Good evening to your televiewers and listeners.
Great. Doc, a quick one. Have you received the certified register?
Yes, we've received the final register, the hard drive of it.
Okay. Now, this issue about the summary and a detailed breakdown of the register, is it a norm that after receipt of the final register, the EC is obliged to also give you the detailed breakdown or the summary of same?
Constitutionally, like the EC chairperson said, there is no legal document, legal reason backing that the EC must explain. But you see, we have a different situation now.
Mm-hmm.
The situation we have is that every year, every election year, there are challenges and we are upgrading the voter register as a nation, as a country. And the current situation we have now is the NDC has come out with certain challenges and they wanted a forensic audit into the voter register. And then we all was of the view that there was no need for forensic audit into a provisional voter register. Now that there is a final register, it is prudent and imperative and necessary for the EC, after giving us the voter register, to take us through what we have in that voter register.
No, but if you have the register, you need the numbers, you need the voters. You've been given that. Why the need for a breakdown? You can do the breakdown yourself as a party.
We need a breakdown, first of all, to be clear of what we have. That's number one. Number two, to help us be able to integrate, to access the voter register easily. Because when I know that that the number of voters is 21 million, ladies are 18 million, men are 2 million, and then special voting is this and that, it makes it very easy for me to access the voter register and know what is inside, because that is what the EC is telling me. Now, giving me a blank voter register means that I now have to go in and look for all these information for myself. In as much as these challenges are coming from the NDC side, I think that to be fair with everyone, it is necessary for the EC to give us a breakdown. Because you have given me a hard disk, and you are telling me this is what is in the hard disk. So it is also important for you to tell me exactly your, your IT person to come and tell us what is in the hard disk, so that we all know that this is what is in the hard disk. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is not a crime.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a crime. It is not an offense for the political party to ask EC to give us a breakdown. It is not. It is purposely. It's even good for them, so that it will clear away all doubts and all challenges that we are facing. Are you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get your point. But is it shocking? Is it surprising that after waiting for 6 hours and just before I walked into the studio, I made my check to some of the parties and even the EC, you still haven't been given the summary of the register? Are you worried that the EC that compiled the register is unable to provide you with a summary?
That is why we are worried, because if you, as a commission, after giving out a final voter register that is supposed to be credible, transparent for everyone, you can't give us a summary of it. What it means is that you don't even know what you have.
Oh, really?
Yes, that is what it means. That means that you don't even have a summary of what you are giving us. How come does it take you 6 hours to go in just to look for a summary of something you have given to the political party? I don't think it's fair. I don't really think it's fair. The EC didn't do a good job when it comes to that. We must all know that this is what is on the disk. So it's easy for my IT person to know that, look, the last time we had the provisional register, this was the information. When the NDC came out with their challenges and their anomalies that they found, these were the results and it has been resolved. Are you with me?
Yeah.
And any other party that comes with any form of challenge, it has all been resolved. And we have resolved it. Now this is the final voter. It is even more prudent to give a summary of the final voter register than the provisional. Because that is what we're all going to use.
But can the EC be forgiven because of the point raised by Jen Mensah?
They cannot be forgiven. They have to give us. It has to be clear. They have to call another meeting, IPAC meeting, and take us through the summary of what they have given the political party. I disagree if the EC says they will not do it. I disagree. It might not be a legal backing or a necessary attention, but in as much as we have challenges that were outlined by the National Democratic Party and their IT, it is imperative, okay, for EC to come out and clear the air and let us all know this is what they have given us, so that when we are all integrating and then assessing the voter register, we all know what is in there. I will not have time to go and sit down and do that, but my IT people, after listening to the EC, will then have time to access it and then give us a rundown.
We have about 30 days to a major election, which of course you are contesting. How soon are you expecting the commission to furnish you and the parties with the summary of the register?
Look, to be very honest with you, being from where I sit, the number of elections I've witnessed and I've participated, I think the timing is too wrong at this time for the EC to be delayed more time and playing tactics. We've just lost a presidential candidate.
True.
And because we've lost a presidential candidate, it's going to delay in the printing of ballots. All right? Whether we don't even know whether the new presidential candidate for the U.S. will be qualified or not.
Right.
And if it's going to be qualified, then we have to now start printing new presidential ballot papers again. So the EC should not be adamant in making things faster, because they have the chance. Ahead of them, they have no time. We as political parties too must all have access to all this information before an election. So
for you, what will be the danger that will be occasioned by the delay of the release of the summary of the register?
When there's so much delay, there's going to be a lot of anarchy and a lot of challenges on the election day. Don't you think so? Don't you think so?
Right.
Don't you think so? Right. When there's too much delay, there will be a lot of problems. Don't you think so?
Sure. Doc.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to say is that the totality on the day of election, if we don't resolve it, you understand?
I get you.
And the EC is not at that position to allow any form of delay in this process. So they are confronted with a lot of issues, and I think that they should speed up and work with the political parties, find a solution. That's my advice to Madam Jean Mensah. Find the right solution in order to solve this problem easily and quickly, so that we can have a free, fair, and then a decent election where nobody comes to challenge the election in court or even before the election is being taken place.
Doc, thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you too. Have a great day.
Right. It was for Dr. Hassan Ayaga, a presidential candidate of my APC. In summary, the Koma Yedin and said, EC said I'm kind of pay, and the boss say 18.7 million voters and all registered or so. Now, at the moment, or the moment, parties need at the moment, but according to NDC, Nina Hassan Ayaga Eke, now go say EC no what him, a man who said, a man no, do more registered than we say, and by say and all registered him. Or more mobile took special voting, no, or modo say. Or more what we call an exception list, no, or modo say. Sa breakdown in an easy and fine. Now, no Hassan Ayaga there, what did he say? Easy no, no, she did a poor job. The commission did a very poor job. Tano Kai. And also someone in tem now almost says and someone for information that parties in the pay and fam man tem there. Probably yeah kwako tobe challenges in the bedoso. Some in the bedoso. Now I'm also bema a man for big so a challenge results in the results on any credible. Into a select commission in the penny for send tempe and ya omunyan in tem now. The detailed breakdown of the register and farmer political parties. And so that is the information for you this evening. EC, the register number, but then the parties are rejecting the register because almost say it is inadequate. It was therefore, this is the campaign trail. Ebusia for Senator Mekayan, sorry, and then my guest, Joseph Zuma, NDC parliamentary candidate, Akrofom constituency, here in the Ashanti region. Owa, and then you bring. Ebabiti, if I be win, they be carino, they actually sampa, then fino, so betty Medina, and the ama a year Akrofom for another, I was Akrofom for no, I'm rejecting, or why then you bring. Honorable Joseph Zuma once again, Akwaba.
Bema,
right. Now, Koso is saying, Akrofom, what is saying?
Akrofom Boko, and then I'm on grounds. Or say, you manage the grounds work. And an open or Kranza, Domiabra, on friend Kung Fu crew, many popular.
Okay.
They could interact with the delegates. This time delegates, then you to have said,
yeah. We are constituency delegates.
Constituency delegates.
And a party delegates.
And no feedback, responses are very loud.
I see.
And mommy a lot of encouragement to keep pushing.
Okay.
And that means say a month February.
I understand. But you be 7. It's hard time when that results in the EB.
Now Elijah reported them out from Obuasi. I can just say, Joseph Zuma now interview,
We're winning
elections.
We'll get into that. But then they are not be sharing in May.
Yeah.
Name Joseph Zuma.
Yeah.
Why name Joseph Zuma?
Joseph Zuma a brand here. Minfield, Pese. Adia Sansia. Yeah, me school kakra. Our men's also Jaffo. A classy. And I'm messing with KSTS, Kumasi Secondary Technical School. And I'm a quiet kakra. My diploma degree was UCC.
Okay.
Me feel honorable. Me yellow.
Okay.
I was Presbyterian University College. Yeah, and I'm a lecturer and I'm.
The lecturer you have money.
My name is lecturer and I have money.
You have money.
My Juma the ama or my Juma in Viedu.
Okay.
As program assistant, I was non-formal education. Politics, my age 16 years.
Okay.
As young as 19 years in Amira politics. Myself in political party in 16 good years. From branch secretary, constituency communication officer, then propaganda secretary. Myself constituency as organizer. My secretary. My Adansi South District Assembly. Ebrana Adansi Akrofom district. New Odibiase district ni na abuno. Na ikuta 60 assembly members, including my master or chairman there.
Okay.
The first day I'm a if you want to a presiding member. And I'm a presiding over the assembly. Malak nominated me as rep from the Ashanti region.
Okay.
I'm a serve a public relations committee so our national within a short period. And that is a few about me.
About a year Honorable Zuma.
I distinguish me home creditably to the best of my ability, my ability, my knowledge. Me will be me development oriented.
Right.
And me will be the fee say I was a do opportunity to improve the lives of the people. And they are not motivating me, trying to push. Because coming from a very poor background, may you will be a main physical. May you be an amenanting Kwasi be Kwasi mechanic Kwasi because I never make room for me.
Of course.
And 3.5 kilometers in and out. 7. Eddie Freeman's also number 2 could be as a cool school Jaffa. Then nothing. And Tinyango poor you me a free Sabrinum now I did me a do a beer madu. I think there were a lot to pay back.
It's a lot to pay back. No baby say I didn't so Jina MP at the Akrofom constituency.
Until maybe party, executive and what influence in decision making. Nothing to be playing maybe I'm a premier and call for. For instance, time I'm a secretary of party no more. Not district no a projects are. You need this issue, me timid man kum. Na ma GBB dia koma men call for so mo hia. Who you no free on man be presiding member no. Me use me position as presiding member no. Echo then power ministry. I said na and the NDC or power ministry and energy
ministry true. Tama
Donko Ministry. Me ko prayer. Ye de meet me bia because as at 2015 now from constituency now you have about 70 plus communities, you know. Not only less than 9 and then you're connected to the national grid.
I see.
But I stood on my grounds and I'm saying Debbie. I was a DB BI didn't can an bebana. Yeah. My name is then DC Benjamin Ahiri Honorable.
Okay.
You do home come also why your letters be. No, I refer me to coordinating director. No, I could yield letters on my Diaco ministries. Me, I make Jenny in us and Swai, at the power ministry. Many John call D. Home Como.
You mean John?
Yeah, John Japo. Or catch him so my CD on my budget for the 2016. Then was around April. Me can be also the on my CD budget. Or to me and my approval for those communities and I'm a and many done Satan no Bernard our power ministry I know in charge of the Ashanti and Bono and Ahafo. What is your more break region? No?
Yeah.
Bono and Ahafo, Ashanti one and in charge of or more you can say engineer or Mami Clio near my bit my best PD the year yeah ba Ashanti region ha you call UCG or my department or more there or more planning. You can say layout and then I say for. My name is then chairman. Now the chairman po. Chairman Garba Mohammed. Ye debate me be akopesika. E de maomo on na yenya nkasa. I'm free abam.
Maomo botom sika.
Yenya botom. E de omo koda do feel lodge oboase. E mo spend 2 weeks. E de kokro bia so koye layout. Ye compile ni nyina de maye. E na medical power ministry ni back. Because John heard my name, I'll catch him and say, you were this guy. We are troublesome.
Why very determined.
And that's back and forth. Now was a call Betty Modi Drusu. Madame Betty Modi Drusu. First female Attorney General of Ghana. And I'm a cousin also. Also, I'm inside the meeting and I came near John when you approval for those communities.
I see.
And then, me call campaigner. Krobia medusu bia no sam kronu medusu bia no omo mame nkasa mbre omo mame because you didn't yeah but you award contract in the man ans electricals any ajingo no omo wie ya no ka say how to even convey the post class omo de ko no ministry ni nisika message na emu me yakopie sika efra nkran ho naka na soa post no from a modepo then sunyane no more diaba car number no aje 5,000 Ghana cedis omo 100 back 100 pieces and sabra na me use party pick up bi Mahindra ba metim na me dia kokuru no so ne yakoyi na matwe omoka ye kokuru no so na ye 2016 na ye keka ko elections no nti omo say the politics enti edu kuro no kra no wanya wa NDC for MPP for omo me so me yin so no esan tua no ma offload this and then manage because nipa no more grounds no hu say me na me buy me gina on yi post no go. For instance, okoye usu kromo a na ya bobo apata na nkwalati musua de as presiding member me lobby ye me the school dan ko ho me ana me san ye contractor me gina mu ye si dan no san de ma wo and then me ko ho no mo a ye hu me say ye so am ye jiji me so te o heneba prince and ya ye many more kramo kro meka kire almost school role me play ano kro meka kire wo what you say anti my bebre my drink of wachi
me also mu yi videos wo TV no so
yeah
we ye dey
we ye bra be ye bosomi nsia mu ni me she me hu say ya kwan o say MPP aban so wa ye more than 12,000 something kilometers roads omo ye year of roads 2020 and almost a COVID by into 2021 almost I declare the year of rules. And about where the born who for him say only abaya. Why ya quite chain aban bia or Ghana because even than Kwame Nkrumah. What you name him so more body. But almost all my but as a minority I say Akrufum district in a millimeter road
when you road back
for the whole 8 years.
8 years ni na
8 years ni nyinara
nya road back okra
men ka road ma obi adwen nya kaka me say a millimeter not a centimeter ye nya bi
ye the drip aba Because assembly Musaka drip in the
recently, bare less than a 2 month or so. Let's see.
That drip in the buy. The drip is not working as a construction.
I said drip for not the you fan constructive rules. Say
the bear you pave way for.
Oh, before so mobile side no. Omode ba no. Na kwan ni nyina akra na wo kokra nye na bi wu wo kwan no so. Me ma fo bi ama na wu me ka me bro yare. The nature of the road don't mean fan content. Do wu me ka Mintra national television so ntwantro nipa ne free power there your friend ne kunu ejayisa in fact oyem papa and that omo light into omo heme ntina me yesu tu mira no akirisi enu nti mia me fat to me ho so say sika man for dey boa me say fa koye o campaign because ye nim say wani so ade hunu kase ade mpuntu be ba no me mfa nkoye billboard akese emfa nye posters ne banners enton me ho ebra nipa wa ho kirim Enti first thing I me fa de to me ho say me ya akwan. Me a me fa machines. Na me de twitwa akwan so. Ti me ko Oliver. Ah mo de heavy equipment machines. E de ma you can say rentals. No mo de say adwuma no. Ana me ko tua sika. Ah me ti ma fa machines. Atam no mo say 7,000 per day caterpillar grader no. Me ko tua 10 days.
Wow, 70,000.
For 70,000. Ah me nim say 70,000 ensa no. Na rules e wokrum consensus no ye nso sa na yetimi aye major ones ni nyina and I'm started say me e wi ase na ye de me kokot nyina
so why they
me need the authority the right to do so
why they don't call court
assembly no MP no dey animu
it's no MP
no voice for me as see here MP no
Alex Blanks
dey to
the power no dey be very well
me wi am dey tape no be mam me the recording
it's Alex Blanson e do call court say
wo fa me nko court
so we ye kwan constituency ho
they made attempt
abo no ye MP no on hwe say kwan ye
yeah the voice for her or say ye the video ko gina kwan no so say ye and we afraid DC and we stop me to ma sack me afri kwan no so but before we kasa asem no akotena one sister station wo oboase
see
I was say open mobile AG e dia kogu kwan no so awo no ankasa ehuhu akonyam say moba keke wo de 4 to 5 months onya moba ene kwan ne nse na me de metima nya moba ana me amakope caterpillar ana amakope tipper trucks ana me twa sa abo nketo e bi di gugu potholes num na me twa kwan no wo ma ya stop me
o ma ya stop
yes enti edu nti de wu me ana me do no ta ma ba say me ntimi mfa machines ni nya adwuma no ana me so ada na me mpa another alternative na me mfa nsum nipa no ana me hu say yebetimi de seka ya yeden ado dokwa ni mba bi nso ama no so save lives because now ukwa krofoma about half of the community no omu use one route bi aye dampayao nkransa kwan no mako gromesa botwe mpirichiri anokrum ade pe na bekalpa botwe krum sikaman ya usu kru am akokrum eso kru am nkru na mbo na sa kire wono na udu ho akwana fuasi na me ko nkransa ya woda bi ti se ne ya me no ka se ya na me ko fa nipa 24 ana me twi obi aka 70 cedi per cars twa omu nyina begu kwan na me na omu nyina ka ho ne me party for
na mo do kwan
ene adofo omu twa omu ye omu fa ene ye do kwan no
inti we na now can grade na now can na
yeah no na
you know I see
enti yeah we ye Akufom town rules
we Akufom town na wo grade
enti town rules ni nyina no edu ba bi na wo bedu Akufom a wa bra fi obo asa bedu Akufom no ka no ntimi mfa wo wa to kuro bia bi ko kwan ni nyina sansi enti no me fa do to me ho so fa grade 2 days no ye adwuma o ye town rules ni nyina and then one e da so nam so into a drip machine by and see a Akufom town road bia so it is place it I am placing it on records today
into the drip na bad there but enye dwuma as expected
drip na e ba no ma te se kwan ba ko pe so say drip e ba time na e san ba no so asa ba time enye be week o so ni a da bia nsuo to
oh okay
enti asa ba time a adwuma no kwa mo ntimi nya dai emfa nkoye because omo de ko tempt road bi omo so omo de ama contract more than 4 years ni omo nyeye aboaji krum true bombe akasu bombe sia to adu bensa so mo si kwan no kra omo ye so mo kutwa kwan ni si kra moto kra ndi mfa so nipa kra nya ba bi mfa
I see but I mean who videos now no man wo ye no As a Bakugana said, so drilling shoes.
Yeah. Last 2 weeks, yeah, Madoli 6 boreholes. Me mechanize back. CA. And these are the places am I. Ukwa from a staker. Then show how and show your problem all. But go to back on boarding house no. Our crew from. We give our crew from him be a any police station the opposite. Go to Makutu show. Makutu back on an upon anymore, an upon Chichiku. And we mechanize it. Maybe 2 years and my no castle 3 and now. Where yeah, medical my way by. Ever inspecting should be what the street no say. Every pay, where the any different. And to the cabin inspecting show what this community be our coy. And to do what you to me yay. Bibi te say brofidu. Sikama brofidu. Na nso na say more than a year or so. Yeah.
Tomorrow pen the camera.
Yeah, I'm a mubu. Wo fa Dumfa road no so atra dam say we nyam be kire bi wo ho. Omo so more than 2 years. Omo fa we no abejiska no no munye nsuo no. Omo koto you can say such water. Me ko ye nsuo no ma omo ma ye. Wo ko Dumfa fu ma ye nsuo na ma mama na ye. Omo no omo bu. Wo ko Ampunyase the second capital in the district or the constituency. My yen should a 9 before me could 2 back on so I'm on and ya. My 2 back on so cocotinting. My 2 back on my hookroom, make one hookroom and I catch them say. And tell me, Nana Chame board, I don't know what's a mechanic. And now I'm a campaign, and that is about watch every body, you know, Nana meaning say, obey your body, your body, and flip crashing become a swab drill. Nanka won't say me flip crashing about it. Because me also me call Krubia so before me starting my campaign, so what Chiana Nanum. Echo, yeah, a mamma coins to send a Chiana and could you me one ditch them. Send me Baha Bay campaign. And to me call and make J. Krubia Hawa or because we nim Krono so minimum over 16 years in Krubia so because of party position am I but e bi wo ha na de wo adwen ye wo krom ho no wo kwa wo na nanom no tena se ya wo share wo scale of preference in terms of or mo needs wo de ba ku bi koto fourth but then no na your first
that is very true.
So it is important that you listen to them for them to list them according to more preference when you hear the more and sana we aba until me jini nyina da me ko na nso yasema o boss na say hey nana na me nyanya MP e wo mu say danse na me twetwa kwan bi ni ade ana ma ya mama hu say me nya MP kura the problems ndi wa metima solve until me ba na mo de akese e mamba nana we de me nyanya MP until nso de be yedin me nshebo but nyame a o domi enti no me ba ye na me ni obi ka na me say chale she said they campaign kra nyama de ma no ya na no so makoba bi kra ese me betu nsuo so na se nsuo de nya ade e de ma me metima boa me se maza me mpa agro so metima boa me mo bi number wona ne nkasa papa pass agro ade e chen ya na atom me ya ma me week ne e betu nsuo ana e ba ye se betu 9 kaka ne etu nsia se se me no kasa yi ya saje etu nsia betu duwa ye den aka ho na before election
obi hwe be kasa we na wo ye nyina no a vote buying attempt. Oh yes, I know my way na. So na be ya. Oh Tom vote one way or the other. That's what you are doing.
Oh, na say 77 predecessor. Say me ba be MP. I be solve problems. Problems na me be solve no be ensure problems. Problems na me be solve no be acquire problems. Problems na me be solve no be enkwala mpe so mu school omo enso. Omo nso. Na say me nya me MP na meeting solve say problems na ma omo a. What is the so a big deal about it? Me,
what is the motivation behind it? Yeah, motivation now. Well, motivation so that they reward you with the vote. Remember December 7th.
Me ya mo no reward me anya bone. And and me person who ne say way back. My ya na be bra na me nim say me di MP including me call lobe my den kan ya na ba.
Okay.
Na me contest MP. Na me nim say me contest. That was 2016. Na Samuel Opon and contest MP di ama NDC. What you say? Me presa yam kosi school da wo you can say yawusu krum backup first ya betrase mom sorry betrase avonyo ko ja menam na nasefo no na menye MP na me ni adwe bia so say medi MP me fa lawyers e mo bua nkofo mo wa asema o masema e dem so mu nika mafo na menim se me pre MP me wo merafo ne mpanimfo ayarefo bi a me no mo wonkuta hudi a chepa na menim se me di MP ntina me
is born out of your genuine
me maka
be boa community
genuinely maka cho say me obi a me pese tem bia no me ma wo besre obi ho to no because of bia me free.
I see. Yeah. Now, yen share numbers because I mean, ye woka kofumi na no. E wa Ashanti region. Ashanti region is there. Obi dem say e blue, when you green. Because what should green about the Ashanti region there. E blue. What makes you think say nya wo ye gine because this, and for those of who don't know, again the first time we contesting in 2020, I'm farmer no. And the old stage come back, of course. You who say a Trump stage come back and we win. It's ABR now no supposed to come back. ABR no be winning. We don't know the dynamics yet. But what's the guarantee saying we in Ashanti region on the proper NDC? Because I mean Ashanti region the MPP wow.
Some of them say Ashanti region. You will force it to be ordered.
True. And MPP some be jimbe two.
Yo yate. But emu back. No di biase. When you say you're not that MPP beat my winning season,
I'm some major money.
Winning difference I know before MPP will win this season. No 4,000 plus. Or bet my check it.
Okay.
Or do beje. Emani. Now you know among soon him say share break back. Because one district before ye district me preside over the district in England. And he when him say enkan no na ye to aba na ne ma ye keka na nipa ni abi. Enkane no kan ni ba pa na wo NDC na srimfo na wo NDC na won so kan ni ba enda me no wote hayi wo beti ma kasa sem because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oye man prusi ni wanya kan ni
right
na yire Samira Bawumia oye ye kan ni sen fulani ni wanya kan ni
right
in fact President Mahama incoming president oye gonjani na yire krampo de oye kan ni de kire ne say sa nyema ni nyina na ye na dasem ena nipa ni abetia mo obi abehunu say e wo so nya mpunchu wo na brabum okay e wo se ne kwan ye e wo so nya nsupa nom e wo se ne ba wi school timi nya adwuma ye NDC say the 24-hour economy ba obi a benya adwuma ye ebi be ye 8 hours we 8 hours e wo institutions be any private production companies be ni ade bia o metimi aye enwuma no bia bie mu ni ade say government e mo incentive package be etisa no ma fa nipa na ono no watena ho so ye kan ni ai brekwa mfie nwotwe party na ya kan for party na wo de dada no ne ba ye no wonya bi ni otifie na wo say nhihye ba na bebo ano a enunti menya many any doubt at all because meaning say akrofo mfo nim say the most deprived constituency now in Ashanti region Akrofo the most neglected constituency Akrofo in Ashanti region
but I'm did about me so ba obesisi omo kwan ma obesisi because this is Ashanti region.
I didn't come here to discuss
of course no because of course
but yeah since I betwem kakra ba me ba Akrofo na ba na oba ho no menim so oba be promise omo so be ye omo kwan ma
right
ba sa de na obeka no ba me ba ho more than almost getting to a year ago. Ebra no pe flag bearer no. Saba na oba no. Adanko da dey offer bus. Me say da go stand the bus na be ba there. Not the bus.
The bus not since here.
Say the bus na da ho ye campaign.
The bus not there campaign.
Bus na say tra kuro na wakot na V8 mu no.
Minim.
Okay. Yes, so mu wura kuro no mu a no be na hye bus
and the meeting ba.
Na say bus na tra kuro no kakra bi a.
The bus not there campaign meeting.
Obefa kwan no so. Nti wa musa kwan na say kwan ntutu 6 months ago ya o. In fact kwan no omode ma contractor na 4 years aba. Na omo so omode ama contractor. And the contractor na ya dem no makọ park e omo drip machines no so asan ye dey. Esi Contractor in fact yes contract back up and want the machines or koto in na mono ni na gu 4 years ni yentu an ka man is kan tidwuma no enya say contractor no wayi niam na free site o and I say wo ne where you can say ne site a odi agu a security for to wo tu omoka government no man is kan on fanye on fa ma da ba wo me atwa mu no ofa ho e fa sa kwan proye no so enti afi no ba san wa be na de papa bi esi wa ma we nya bo me na ye enti eye no ada na wa nya sa de papa bi esi wo Akufado de say nyina yenim say wabon sebe sisi sa na ba umi apese yema ne wa ben chen Akufado meboa e no wo ba sa ne ma no je no timi yefa.
I see. Do you confident say this election be winning?
Yes, because of the people.
Because you see, let me check last election. Closest contender, which is the MVP candidate Alex Blankson, 11,992 votes, representing 58.51%. And now we have 8,400 votes, which is 40.99%. It's, you know, there's a gap, give or take, about 3,000 votes. Can you overturn this 3,000 votes and become the MVP?
No, I mean, her figures, you know. In fact, I don't look at the figures.
We don't look at the figures.
I bet it might happen, say, you have to have less than 1,000.
Okay.
And I bet you might say, you have to have 15,000, 16,000. Obia no that subject matter na ye nipa dua no nipa na adwene no enti me economics kakra I was senior high school year no university and science nipa adwene yen calculating is say science no ne ade say the way can we when benya we what I say
true
enne na me pekoko watchena betima petuntum depending on the tc imagine
your circumstances in your situation can't meet me
anti enne amponya se ya na mo mpa ndisi ati omo mpa yedin ati omo kwan se ya me ye na omo di milika so omo ko ye kwan afi na kwan na si na me mafa tipa track mienu atu omo ka 5,000 each mafa caterpillar ka ho yakotwe abuagu kwan no so a level so ama no mutimi fa so kronum omo park e da ho omo po asai emrande nya ba bi mobo obebo wa jiso mko twadua e na omo di abesi makoye dade po me di akomo kronum makotu nsuo di amom kronum omo nsuo asai pipe 4 makoye ade amom makoye omo health center Jesus Christ enti maboa me ho me say ko and others but niam ya na me je me pese be bibie so
right
enti ma me fancy ya and you think that say nipa ko betena amponya ase
enti what is that one key message I will catch on
they make catch on one say vote based on development.
Okay.
The benefit you get from voting for the person. Because mamo bia for bia again na mamo bia for adwene ni abro say party no ka ho bi na afeno so no so mo ye omo kotana se a na ye sesia na ye disika bia abro say afi we so ye kotana se bu mfonta MPP ye nya profit se ntigi se yes se sika bebre wo sisi ada pa dem no wo papa dem ana wo dem no kapre da ho
nti mo hwe mo party no omo hwe independent nyoma wo ya ma omo no mo fa to about
they need a better representation of parliament.
And you're better than Alex Blankson.
I am far better in terms of BBM.
You're better than the MP
Nyango Ponti, from a very poor background, coming from a village, but they met me at their Boa constituency in terms of development. MP ni no, ye kwashembra, but there was a war that unique qualities. I would the lobby BB. What you say? And that one, Nyango Ponti, me wo. Me wo pa what him say me start campaign me say that me ankasa pese minister o but o he campaign amarane a in terms of development kra niam me de me hwahye maye ma cha me 16,000 ma tu nsuo ma ya kwan ma repair boreholes omo amo ba me ho beje sika omo amede omo nso ato adwuma mu hairdressers a o ma ba omo se me pe we akosu adwuma se num nyina so ma ye bi di ayede e de ama omo enti minia ma ye nyama bebri ana enti mi wa ba bi na me kwaje ade aba me kwa me de ba enti akrofonfo we de emu am nsempa the last election na me kan yen onya 8,400 the sitting MP near 11,992
the margin is down so. I mean, 3,000 days, not really a big deal, sir. So when Mujidia, December 7, time no swan, or number 2, right? We're number saying.
Me that's your number 2 penti na
how that's your to only 2 pound that's your that's number 2 o kwa no show no what banana no what about you be call share camera we mu na fe ene akofofo enkasa within a minute enfama me
Parker me that's it many akofofo atena mfie baye dunsia in terms of me politics and o man susu mi akare mi ahwe me wa assembly as presiding member no o mu say Zuma NDC John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, incoming president, appointed me. Or in fact, me call her as appointee. But I'm a presiding member. I was very objective in my duties, and me distinguish me creditably to the extent that NDC lose and NPP assembly members because of me. Me free presiding member sunti. And me won nepa bebre wo me mu a metumi ayo. Nyame ya madom na ye koto abawi na me ye MP a maka kire o mo sa kwan enye problem bim. Because my first 2 years, you know, making sure say, ya kwan de nsabeka aye nso nya say ka say ya award na da ho. Mama mponya se for to ase say o mo kwan ne ye beye. Akrufom akwan ekosika man ekọ preach ye beye. Akrufom town rules ye beyo. Na memma ochirikom so ene wa ma se kokwantie hunu say o mo kan district no ho. E maburu so ye be bo mo. Na manfo bo o mo kwala ma o mo ko police soldier immigration nursing training ne ade no so ye beye ho adwuma. Maka cha Adam so for say ma ya establish nursing training e wa asase bia nana ne de ma ye bere bi atwam e wo Adam so enti Adam so benya first say nursing training enti maka cha mo me ne o mo social contractor nyame ya do next week ma boa me ne ma ni nyina no a me be ready na me de copy hard copies e de ma odi kuru bia say je we ni apama me no ye hwehwe na 4 years no mfa nche mensa na yenhwe de me metima ye de aboa mo na minim say wo hwe sesan ye ba wo US a san kofa ne bai na chat na ye den ato enti e de ya John Dramani Mahama eba na ne ba ne me akrufom wo de me be ye akrufom yie ama akrufom enso asebi yenso yetima sha atade fita se se wontimi mfa atade fita ma akrufom da wo ba odi atade fita ba akrufom na ne wo ka
AC
sa AC na sa wo tetrotro mu a wontimi nhye fita
right
se me hu me fita ya me de ba ya because of car me yeden me dem anya sa se ka me da sabi trotro mu a te se me ma me ba me nchan ofo trotro ya me ma me wontimi mfa fita ba me nchan yo obeba na yefi enti enom na ye hwese ye be ye ho adwuma
right honorable the brother say and the enyumbre it was for that's Joseph Zuma
Parker ba men nankofo bi ase me se I had a mental ma
it would 30 seconds
ana se afra me kwa me nyata mo ma bi
and because campaign
because it was the chairman Kamba Mohammed executive no Haruna Ibrahim all the entire executive committee in fact they've been solid behind me
right
and I'm a lawyer so Chapman or you me special advisor and legal advisor the BM or time achi and what me
right
mo time achi jabe mo ni nipa no mo dosun adukrofo imam district chief imam wa krofom na you find say o wa krofom asofo mpanimfo mo deda nsore na no assembly members youth no and all the people me who the way amebo no kra na
maguna Joseph Zuma
mo bom pa ma me hye me nkra
and the asida kese ma munyina simultaneity of course e was for more microphone for candidate back no so when mugidie and me December 7 wo kwa hwase ho na to abano emano bibia tinye ne wona so to na to abano mano na fe wato ma ne papa John Dramani Mahama. Joseph Zuma has been my guest this evening. It was for me doing at the Kwasi Parker-Wilson and the Digimedia no EBC. This has been a campaign trail. Have a good evening.